Marching toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining. Step aside here in this first quarter. Now Patterson to start the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. Play fake. Mariota. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rally to improve them.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return.
And the Bengals take over first and 10.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Burrow. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. The Bengals at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Throwing again on second down. Burrow. And his throw here is incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Burrow will throw.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
11.
Here's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
A false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. Play action now. Mariota.
That's going to be caught by Pitts.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Yards that time. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 27. They'll drop the throw. That's going to be caught. Touchdown Falcons.
Kyle Pitts.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Falcons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This one taken just inside the 10.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 30.
Bengals drive about to get going. Yeah, they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Burrow. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and then get back to work.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete.
Granted, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On 1, ready?
2nd down at 4.
11.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he's got this down to the 35.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, 35 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From the 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Looked up by Jesse Bates. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
On 2.
They go play action with Burrow. The 6-yard line. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to green light that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
Gun. Got.
Now it's Burrow. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Arnold Ebiketie able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. This to Jarwin. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Back to throw now on first down.
This is to Pitts on the quick slant.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
Patterson, he'll try it up the middle.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first down, going back to Patterson.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Okay, ready?
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Here we go, here we go.
Now this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50, 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Here we go.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Here we go. Here we go. 11 empty.
On 2nd and goal. Burrow.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Here we go.
This offense so far on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. A 33-yarder from the left hash. McPherson's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's complete right back to Ridley.
And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Back to throw again.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now stands at 13.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded right around the 8. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, when not much time, we'll see how they play this.
And some room to run now. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Going up top. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Fielded right around the 8. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Bengals drive about to get going. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Here we go. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Now it's Burrow. Again, that's Hurst. And some room to work. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 30 yards.
Well, so often now we're praising tight ends for their nimbleness and how they catch the ball downfield. But occasionally we get a reminder that tight ends, they've got that tough guy aspect too. How about him catching that short one there, shaking off tacklers and turning that into an expansive gain downfield.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
11-90.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here we go.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
12.
On 3rd down, Burrow. This one hauled in by Sample. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
I'm 1, ready?
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. The Burrow's going to look to throw for it. He's got it at the 2. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Picked up by Jesse Bates, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TV. Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
They'll look to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Bengals will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They begin with a run by Mixon. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
11.
Burrow will throw. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 15-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
And they go play action now. Burrow. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Arnold Ebiketie able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters.
Here we go.
Burrow looking to pass. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
Kevin McPherson for the Bengals field goal of 30 yards.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clipped him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
1st and 10, it's Patterson. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
He's got his tight end over the middle. That's Ferkser.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Back to throw. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Cordero Patterson, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
Here we go.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Hundley. This will be his first throw off the bench.
And he'll find Chase on the right side complete.
Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have to lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
On one, ready?
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Here's Burrow.
Got a man open. It's Chase.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 36. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Mixon with a first down carry, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And not much running room. Down to the 32.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
McPherson, as a rookie last year, made a league-leading 9 kicks from 50-plus yards and added to it in the playoffs with some other big kicks to help propel his team to the Super Bowl. But that time, unable to convert.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Connecting with Bird. And he'll be out of bounds after a gain of about 5. That stops the clock, but slow and steady won't win the race at this point. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Ready.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
He's got a man. It's Ferkser, the tight end.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Bengals come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So it's the Bengals who come away with a win, and the man leading the way was their quarterback, CD. That's Joe Burrow.
Yeah, I thought this defense just didn't have an answer for him all game long. They tried to change things up, but he was always one step ahead. And he finished with over 300 yards passing and 2 touchdown passes as well.
So for Cincinnati, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah. So that style not for you, but it's for